Hopefully you have successfully fed yourself. We have a very special guest today. For those of you who are just tuning in, again, I'm Sam Rojas. I run Common Good Strategies. And what we really do is we help, urban tech and civic tech companies expand and grow in cities. And that means really aligning with government. We talk about aligning with community, but what does that really mean? And what that means is having a champion, having somebody with a vision within government who can actually see things through and partner with you. So we're really excited to have our special guest today. And Jonah, did you want to say a couple of words as well?
I just want to say, Curb Before has always been about bringing together public and private sector people trying to think about a better future. And so in that vein, I'm really excited to bring up Councilmember Nithya Raman, representing District 4, from the iconic Hollywood Hills to the beautiful Valley, who's going to share some thoughts with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will keep my remarks brief. When this conference reached out to me, I just was very excited that there were so many people getting together to think about these issues. My name is Nithya Raman. I'm the council member for the 4th District. And I'm really just here to talk about a shift. Over my time in office, especially over the last couple of months, I've been spending time in neighborhoods across this city. And what I feel like we're experiencing right now is that this city is changing. We are at a crossroads. And we do need to rethink how it works for the people and the businesses and the neighborhoods that make this city what it is. We are living through a time of a shift, not just in technology, not just in new modes of operation for businesses and restaurants, but I feel like this is a moment where people are shifting how they're moving through urban spaces and streets. As a policymaker, I'm seeing this as a shift in expectations. What do people expect from the city of Los Angeles? How are they changing what they're expecting out of their neighborhoods and from the places where they live? I can feel that in the conversations that I'm having with people. It is going through a real transformation, and LA is rethinking what it means to be LA, and Angelinos are rethinking how they engage with this city. So for me, I feel like you can see that in arguments about how public spaces are playing out in our policy making, in the emphasis, and it is new, on things like street safety, on bike lanes, on connectivity. This is new to our conversations here in Los Angeles. We are talking about slowing the speed of cars in Los Angeles as a positive policy change in this city. Like, when has that happened before? When we talk about the city, and when I talk about our new bus shelter program, that's right, that's what happens every time I talk about bus shelters. Like, that is new. That is a new spirit in Los Angeles. And that is exciting for me as a policymaker, as a council member, as someone who gets to think about how this city engages with itself. It's really exciting to be a leader at this moment. And you can see it very palpably at the street level in how our curbs and sidewalks and public spaces are really being used every day. Our streets have to evolve. They really do. We are at a moment where we have to rethink these issues. It's not just about how we move cars, but it is about how we manage the streetscape and curbs as spaces for mobility, for delivery, for everyday life. Safe curb access, clear loading zones, functional infrastructure, these aren't just abstract goals. I feel like for me, these are questions about neighborhoods themselves and how you engage with those neighborhoods. Is it a neighborhood that feels welcoming, where you want to spend time and money? Or is it a place that you simply want to pass through? And I think the way in which we think about those rules and regulations are going to determine how we feel about the places that we're in. It means streets that aren't just designed for cars, but are designed for people, where walking feels natural, where biking feels safe, where local businesses feel like they're part of the flow of everyday life. It means sidewalks that are connected to the neighborhoods around them. And I want to underscore restaurants, because in many ways, for me, these are the soul of Los Angeles. It's what makes LA so special in so many ways. They are a huge part of what makes it great to live here, and right now we're losing so many of them. Costs are rising, unaffordable city is leaving less money in people's pockets to dine out, and we've lost over 100 notable restaurants in just the last year or 2 years alone, which is really, I think, a bad thing for a city that's trying to maintain itself as a leader and a world destination. We have to do a lot to make sure that we're protecting our restaurants. We have to fix how the city engages with them. We obviously have to streamline permitting. We have to make fewer approval processes. We have to make it cheaper to operate a restaurant here. We want to make sure that restaurants can self-certify for as many things as possible. But even more, we do have to become a city that grapples with business innovation. How can this city say yes to businesses and restaurants adapting and benefiting from new technologies that can improve bottom lines, but also improve neighborhoods? That's where I feel like the real policy thinking has to come out. And when we get this right, when our streets work better, when our neighborhoods become more connected, we don't just improve mobility. We can actually improve our local economy. We can reduce emissions. We can become a more sustainable city. And I would just want to thank you all for being here and engaging with those questions. LA is a city that reinvents itself a lot, and the people who come in it reinvent themselves when they come here, which is what's exciting about this city. And this is a city that is rethinking what it means to be itself. It's pairing its history of imagination and possibility with the technology that shapes how we move and build and connect. And to me, the fact that hundreds of you showed up here to grapple with those questions is a sign that we're building a city that feels dynamic into the future. And I'm just really grateful that so many of you are out here and thinking about the big things that are going to reshape LA into the future. Thank you so much.